Welcome to this session about the types of errors that you might have in Python. We have three forms actually of errors that you might have. Let me go one by one here. So the first one actually it's syntax error, and we will see examples about the syntax error. The second one it will be the runtime error. Okay, runtime error. And the third one actually is a logical error. So let us see example for each one of these. So let us look first to the syntax error. Syntax error, it refers to the error that happen due to not following the right instructions or the right code structure that we have. Say, for example, let us see an example and let us see how can actually we handle this form of error. So if I said print, let us look to uh, um, we said that we will get before we said that we will get the customer name that is equal to input, and I ask it here to enter your name. Okay, so now if I run this, my name is Omar, for example, that's fine. There is no error, nothing at all. Now suppose that I, by mistake, and this happen in some situations, by some might be learner, if I forget to add the double quotation. So as we can see, it's a syntax error because according to the structure of the language input, it should has a message, for example, and this message it can be without message, but the end user will not know anything what you need actually. Okay, but since you decided to display a message to the user, you have to put it actually between brackets in this form. Okay, so as we can see, the system it shows to you what type of the syntax error is there, and also is saying here perhaps you forget a comma. So here it gives you also a hint to help you where is the starting point for this error. So I need to add a comma, double the comma here. It can be also a single comma. You can use a single comma. It's okay as well to follow this. Now, suppose that my point was not related to this. Say, for example, if I said here brand name, okay, I already have a variable that is called the name. I will receive again error here. I should not receive an error, but it says here print is not defined. The keyword print is not defined. Yes, that is because you have to use a small print. Exact keyword, the exact keyword that the system or the language have. This is also another form of syntax error. Okay, now if I said, for example, what if I wrote something like this one, print name, okay, and now run, I will receive an error. Why I receive this time an error? Because the system, okay, here it didn't find the keyword name because the name starts with in capital, not in small. So here also this must be corrected. As we can see here, the system shows to me that there is an error in the keyword name. Okay, now let us run this one. And what if I did something like this? By mistake, I wrote print and I forget to close the brackets. Again, syntax error because when you open the brackets for the print, it must be closing brackets. Okay, so this is a form of syntax examples actually of syntax error. Now, what about the runtime error? Runtime errors, it refers to any error that is that happen during the runtime. Say, for example, if I said I have, for example, x that is equal to 5 and y equal to, say, for example, 10 and z equal to 0. And now what you need, okay, and I want to get the result equal to, I want to have x plus y divided by z, as we can see here. Now everything is okay. There is no any highlight for errors in my code. But when I start to run, I will receive an error. Why this error? As you can see here, it shows clearly that you cannot divide by 0. We know that mathematically we cannot divide by 0. Okay, so this error happened during the runtime. But before this, we cannot see this kind of error, and we cannot observe it. So why actually the language help you to discover these kind of errors? Because at the end they want you to actually to create a professional and error free script or application. So now in this case might be I need to change this one. I discover that there is a problem here, and now if I do print result, I can get a result, as you can see here. Result is not defined. This should be result. Okay, so this one, let me run, as you can see here. Now the third form of error, that is the logical error. Logical error, it's another form actually of errors that could happen without our intention. Say, for example, if I said I want to have x that is equal to, for example, 4, and y that is equal to say, for example, 2, and z that is equal to 6. So now I want to calculate, say, for example, average mark, and the average mark actually equal to x plus y plus z divided by 3. Now we want to print the average value. Now, if I run this one, okay, so as you can see, it shows to me the average is 8. But actually, the average is not 8, because in this case, something wrong here. The system doesn't show any error. The system doesn't show any syntax error or even runtime error. As you can see, the system give me a result, but inaccurate or incorrect result. Okay, incorrect result. And the reason for this, because the system just divide the last value. I didn't follow the precedence or the priority of math operation. In math operation, we should have the square first, then brackets, then times and division left to right, then plus and minus left to right. These are the sequence of operations. So if I need to get the sum of value, all values, and then divide them by 3, this means that I need to add brackets here. Okay, so I need to add brackets here and in this after z as well, so that in this case I can get the correct result. Okay, so let me run here. Yeah, now the correct result is 4, and this is true because the sum of all these values is 12. That is 4 plus 2 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 divided by 3 equal to 4. But without these brackets here, you can see that it do also processing correctly. So 4 plus 2, that is equal to 6. And this 6 value here divided by 3, which is 2, 2 plus 6 here, it will be 8. So if I run this one, I will get a wrong result. But I didn't get any error from the system. Okay, so you can look to similar cases. So if I said salary that is equal to say, for example, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000, okay, and bonus that is equal to 3,000, and we said that of course the bonus should be added to the salary. Okay, so if I said, for example, here brand, so might be total salary, okay, that is equal to salary, and it should be plus bonus, and then print, I want to print the total salary. Okay, okay, now let me run. I got a wrong result. but I didn't receive any error, either syntax or runtime error. Everything is okay, but the output is wrong. So this is due to using the wrong actually sign here. Instead of using addition, that is plus, I used minus. So how the system will discover that you mean plus, not minus? Because the total salary is a salary, basic salary plus bonus. So I should use plus, not minus. So if I rerun it again, now I got the correct result or output. So that's all for this part about the three different types of error: syntax error, runtime error, and logical error. See you on the next session.